thank our wonderful GA band one more time for all the great music they bring to this room. We've got band leader Mark David Buckles on guitar, Dustin Hunley on keys, Tim Gilson on bass, and tonight we have Matt Meyer on drums. You guys rock. I'd like to invite young adults Amanda Weatherspoon, Ann Scott, and Lauren Steele to come up to the mics to open up this Synergy service with a song by UU composer Dana Decker, a song that invites us to gather at this table, bringing our loving hearts and open minds.
A helping hand, a smiling face, they draw us to this special place again. We join in fellowship, seeking common ground. We once were lost, but now we're found. When we come to this table, let's bring all that we are able. Let's bring hope, let's bring peace, let's bring hatred to its knees. We are gathered here from near and far. At this table, we'll find out who we are.
Seeking higher ground. We once were lost, but now we're found.
When we come to this table, let's bring all that we are able. Let's bring hope, let's bring peace, let's bring hatred to its knees. We are gathered here from near and far. At this table, we'll find out who we are. When we gather here and we all draw near and we fill our hearts with song. When you lift your voice, feel your heart rejoice. You are right where you belong. When we come to this table, let's bring all that we are able. Let's bring hope, let's bring peace, let's bring hatred to its knees. We are gathered here from near and far. At this table, we'll find out who we are.
What is the welcome table?
Who is the welcome table?
Where is the welcome table?
When is the welcome table?
What is the welcome table?
Where is the welcome table?
Welcome table.
Where is the welcome table?
What is the welcome table?
Who is the welcome table?
Where is the welcome table?
When is the welcome table?
The welcome table is here.
I am the welcome table.
The welcome table is now.
We are the welcome table.
Where is the welcome table?
It is here.
When is the welcome table? The welcome table is now. The welcome table
Where
is
is
now.
the welcome table?
The welcome table is now. Who's not here? Why aren't they here? Why aren't I here? Where did I go? Where are they now? Where am I now? Who's not here? Why aren't they here? Why aren't I here? Where did I go? Where are they now? Where am I now?
I am the welcome table.
We are the welcome table. The welcome table is here. The welcome table is now. We are here. We are now.
Please rise in body and spirit to join in singing our GA theme song, We Are Building a New Way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way. We are building a new way, feeling stronger every day. We are building a new way. We are working to be free. 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 Hate and greed and jealousy. We are working to be free. Yeah, we can feed our every need. 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 Start with love, that is the seed. We can feed every need. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Peace and freedom is our cry. Without these, our world would die. Peace and freedom is our cry.
Gathered here, we are reminded of the importance of community, this community. Here, we are many generations, many experiences, and many stories. Each of us carries our own light, kindled from those experiences, and in sharing that light, we ignite each other's hearts.
I now invite you into a place of prayer. In honor of the victims of the massacre in Charleston, North Carolina, I would like to lead you in an ashe for each victim. Cynthia Hurd, ashe. Clemenka Pinsky, ashe. Ethel Lee Lance, ashe. DePayne Middleton, ashe. Sharonda Coleman Singleton, ashe. Daniel L. Simmons Sr., ashe. Myra Thompson, ashe. Susie Jackson, ashe. Tywanza Sanders, ashe. For all the victims of hatred and violence, we say, ashe. Rest in power. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Welcome, dear friends, to the 2015 Synergy Service.
So excited to be with you during this special time of transformation and transition.
We are so excited to have you here. Youth, we're here to celebrate our friends in their transition. Are there any Bridgers in the house? We've been waiting 4 years for this transition to young adulthood. Congratulations, we've made it.
We are here for you. We are here with you. We are here together at this welcome table. We are here building a new way.
New opportunities and chances to build the beloved community. Bridging into this moment, into this movement, where you are so very needed.
And we ask ourselves and one another tonight, what is the welcome table? Who is the revolution? And we challenge ourselves to fully explore when and where we enter into that moment, our moment of transformation, our moment of movement, our moment of revolution.
We're excited to share this journey with you. Come, let us worship together. Please rise in body and/or in spirit and join Mark David Buckles leads us in joyous song.
Come as you are, all are welcome. Come as you are. Come as you are. Come as you are, all are welcome. Come as you are. Come as you are, all are welcome. Come as you are. Let me hear you. Come as you are, all are welcome. Come a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, siamba kukanen kwekos, siamba kukanen kwekos, siamba kukanen kwekos, siamba kukanen kwekos, siamba oh siamba kukanen kwekos, siamba oh siamba kukanen kwekos. We are singing in the light of God. 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 We are singing, we are singing. Oh, we are singing in the light of God. We are singing, we are singing. Oh, we are singing in the light of God. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, we are shining in light of God. We are shining in the light of God. We are shining in the light of God. We are shining in the light of God. We are shining, we are shining. Oh, we are shining in the light of God. We are shining, we are shining. Oh, we are shining in the light of God. We are shining, we are shining, we are shining. Oh, we are shining in the light of God. We are shining, we are shining. Oh, we are shining in the light of God. Come as you are. Come as you are. All are welcome. Come as you are. Sing that one more time. Come as you are. All are welcome. Come as you are. All are welcome. All are welcome.
Revolution, the demand for evolution, this feeling in our bones, and we felt it before, when we have come together as one and when we have said no more.
There are many faces and names who came before us and inspired us to act. Those who did not stand silently by. Those who believed that the world can and must be a better place. That refused to accept that unfairness and cruelty and apathy must be the way things are.
We call their spirit into our presence tonight. We call the spirit of life and love, justice and hope into the midst of our space.
Our ancestors, our inspirations, those that paved the way for the work that we do in this movement.
This movement of Unitarian Universalism, this movement that calls us forth into action, that calls us out of our apathy, out of our silence, that demands love, that will not wait for justice.
We are grounded in their spirit and in their legacy. We are rooted in their love.
Youth, you are bridging tonight, crossing from one stage to the next.
And you bring your talents and your gifts and power with you. You bring it into the presence of Unitarian Universalism.
You have already brought and will continue to bring power into this movement. You have already and will continue to bring and will continue to show up. You are a testament to the tradition of Unitarian Universalism.
A tradition of presence and radicalism, a tradition of showing up.
And we have shown up. We have shown up time and time again.
With our power,
with our love,
with our strength. Unitarian Universalists have a strong tradition. A tradition of justice making, of line walking, of boundary crossing, ground breaking, and revolution making.
We showed up in the suffragist movement. We showed up for abolition. We showed up in Selma. We showed up in the March on Washington. We show up in the beginning of the LGBTQ rights.
And we are still here. We show up now in the struggle for accessibility rights. We show up now in the fight for racial justice. We show up now in the movement. We have shown up now in the movement for marriage equality.
Yes,
We showed up then, and we continue to show up now.
We show up with an unwillingness to settle, to keep quiet, to ignore. We show up in the streets, in the courtrooms, in the classrooms, in the synagogues, in the churches, in the mosques.
The public sphere, the private sector, the White House, the big house, our friend's house. We show up ready, equipped, willing, stubborn.
And we do not back down.
The movements that Unitarian Universalists have shown up for are rarely about Unitarian Universalists specifically.
But they are always about inherent worth and dignity. They are surrounded by justice, equity, and compassion. They depend on our acceptance of one another.
And the search for truth and meaning. Those movements promoted the right of conscience and the goal of world community.
And every movement depends on the interdependent web of existence of which we are all a part.
And that is the key. While we do show up, we don't only show up. We're a part of it, inseparable. And if we are not, if we cannot be, then our principles mean nothing.
Without us, our principles fall apart. They become nothing but pretty words.
Therefore, we cannot only show up. We must transform ourselves, our hearts, our minds, and transform each other.
And our faith calls us into action.
We have been many places in Unitarian Universalism. But there are many places we have not been, territories left unexplored, issues we are only just beginning to uncover, mysteries we are only just beginning to unravel.
And it ain't easy. It never is easy to address the issues that we see within our own institution. Speaking truth to power rarely is, but we do it. The most important work that we can do is the work that we do within ourselves, within our own community.
We are not stagnant and still.
We are not exempt from society.
We are not somehow separate from history.
While our stories are our own, they are not separate from each other. We are many experiences and many stories. We share these stories together because our faith calls us to witness.
July 7, 2006, Metro Manila, Philippines.
November 24th, 2014, Oakland, California.
No one moment, all moments, every moment.
Called by the International People's Contingent.
Called by the many slain from state violence and systematic racism, those who came before me, my ancestors.
Called by my parent planet, by my understanding of the deep need for environmental justice.
Called to the struggle for third world justice.
Called to the battle for black bodies, for people of color who are treated as objects, as property.
Called to action for the thousands who do not fit into small, square boxes of gender and sexuality.
Called out of my own American privilege.
Out of the constant debating and wordsmithing, the constant chatter that holds us back from doing what we need to do. Called out of safety and comfort.
Called out of apathy and indifference and the hurt caused by an oppressive system.
Called out of the confines of our own bodies.
Stories.
Ideas and paradigms into faith.
Into action.
Called into becoming.
Transforming ourselves and one another.
Using our stories,
our identities,
our experiences.
Using what we know, what we have, who we are.
And leaving room, making space for growth.
For understanding and change.
We do this with the strength of those who came before us. Those who made it possible for us to be here, to speak our truth, to use our power.
And we honor those who have come before us. Those prophetic voices of dissent, of love, of revolution and liberation, we honor those voices. But those voices only matter when we honor those that are coming with us now, in the present.
Those voices of newness, excitement, and wonder. Those voices of freshness and inspiration that will keep us all moving forward.
Our journey into this stage of adulthood is much like the formative journey from childhood to adolescence. The transitions will be endless. There will be more questions than answers.
And nobody knows it all.
None of us have figured it out.
But we try. It will be awkward.
And awesome.
And hard. There will be roadblocks and conflicts, some confusion and complications. There always are, and that's okay.
Revolutions, they are not made from the outside in. They are made from the inside out. That flame that once sparked cannot be tamed. That light that won't dim. That spark of knowing, of feeling, of being.
Being called into yourself and out of yourself.
Revolution is not only an idea or a theory. Although ideas are important, revolution is a calling. A call to action, a call to resistance, a call to movement, to evolution.
And revolution is a driving force, a momentum, a vehicle for change. Revolution is love. Love of self, love of one another, love of the earth. It is a transition that happens in our own hearts and lives that begins to transform the world around us.
This ritual is symbolic of that very transition, but it is more than symbolism, it's an affirmation.
An affirmation that you are right and wonderful and with us, and that we are with you, and that together we are building a new way.
The path to liberation is not a solitary path. That journey consists of many steps. steps that we must take on our own and at the same time with each other. And there is power in this.
There is power in you.
There is power in the call.
We are all aflame, but together we are a fire. A fire that burns so brightly that it cannot be ignored
Or explained away.
Or covered up.
A fire that demands attention. A fire that cannot be extinguished.
A brightness that shines light on the hidden systems of oppression and injustice in our lives, in our communities and institutions.
A mass that cannot be tamed or silenced.
Together, we are a fierce force of nature.
nature.
Together, we overcome the fears implanted in us from birth, the fear of difference, the fear of separateness.
Together, we welcome one another to the welcome table.
Together, we create the welcome table. Together, we are the welcome table. Revolution is loud, in your face, exciting, terrifying, fun, spontaneous, planned, experimental.
But for it to be anything, it has to begin in each of us, in our hearts and minds, in our home and communities.
When it erupts in the wider world, that's never the beginning, and hopefully not the end. Because revolution, like our paths, like our callings, begins
with a whisper.
Singer-songwriter Tracy Chapman wrote Talking About a Revolution in 1988, and the song has been sung by many singers and bands all over the world ever since. I'd like you to welcome Portland native Lauren Steele and the GA Band to keep the spirit of the revolution alive, here and now.
Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Well, they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. Poor people gonna rise up and get their share. Poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. I said you better run, 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 run. 'Cause finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Yes, finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Ooh, no, waiting in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know they're talking about a revolution? It sounds like a whisper. 'Cause finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Yes, finally the tables are starting to turn, talking about a revolution. Ooh, no, no, talking about a revolution. Ooh, no, no. talking about a revolution. Ooh, no, no.
It is time to honor the ongoing revolutionary transition from UU Youth to UU Young Adult with a physical ritual. It is time to move forward. Whether the call to adulthood feels like that whisper or sounds like a scream, Unitarian Universalists honor this ritual at our denominational gathering because we know that transition is risky, that growth is difficult and sacred. We ask each bridging youth to come forward to the pulpit and say their name and their congregation so that we can bear witness to your journey. We Unitarian Universalists of many ages celebrate what you have already offered and what you are currently bringing to our great welcome table. We are here to support you in living even more fully into our revolutionary faith. Let us begin the bridging ritual.
Bibiana Vanderheiden, Mountain Vista Unitarian Universalist Congregation.
Grayson Gothard, Tapestry Unitarian Universalist Congregation.
Athena Halsema Fernandez, First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego, California.
Phoebe Mussman from Elliott Chapel, St. Louis, Missouri.
Caitlin Chanu from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the Quad Cities in Davenport, Iowa.
Anya Marie Carter-Vale from Fellowship UU Summit.
Jake Kamenetsky from the Edmonds Unitarian Church of Shoreline, Washington.
Marjorie Cook Lorraine from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Delaware County.
Sol Lorraine Cook, pronouns Faye Fair Fen, from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Delaware County.
I'm Lucas Siraj Kul from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Petaluma.
Maxwell DeVita, Unitarian Universalist Community Church of Santa Monica, California.
Morgan Jane Day from All Souls, Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Emma Lyons from the First Unitarian Church of Providence, Rhode Island. Kara Marler from the Woodinville Unitarian Universalist Church.
Isabel Marshall from the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Richmond, Virginia.
Shiyama from the Unitarian Universalist Church of the North Hills in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Dylan Katz of the Woodinville Unitarian Universalist Church.
Destiny Hawakonki from the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Newark.
Bryce Kruger from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of York, Pennsylvania.
Merritt Meehan from the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Monterey Peninsula.
Catherine Rao from the Unitarian Universalist Church in Livermore, California.
Izzy Sivers from the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Newark.
Yana Smith from the Anchorage Unitarian Universalist Fellowship.
Hi, I'm Isabella Cass from the First Unitarian Society of Denver.
Kirby Geisler from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Salem.
Hope Lobb from the First Universalist Church of Denver.
I'm Harley Boatsman from the Unitarian Universalists of Petaluma, California.
I'm Veronica Baker from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno, California.
Sam Bellis from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Fresno.
Beryl Sabin from the Boise Unitarian Universalist Fellowship.
I'm Emma Mizell from the First Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Newark.
Emma Finkel from the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Lehigh Valley.
Corinne Sullivan from the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Center County in State College, Pennsylvania.
Abby Uffelman from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Rockville, Maryland.
Tim Haskell from Unitarian Universalist Church of the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania.
Willow Rose Caro de Ganji from the Unitarian Universalist Community of the Mountains, Grass Valley, California.
I'm Josh Briscoe from Mainline Unitarian Church in Devon, Pennsylvania.
Archer Phillip from Cedars Unitarian Universalist Church of Bainbridge, Washington.
Calvin Zulo from the Juneau Unitarian Universalist Fellowship.
Katarina Kubanek from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Vancouver, Washington.
Davis Miller from the Unitarian Universalist Church in Eugene, Oregon.
And I'm David Miller from All Souls Unitarian Church in Indianapolis, Indiana.
I'm Cullen Riley from All Souls Unitarian Church in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Samantha Smiley from Olympia Brown Unitarian Universalist Church.
I'm Brad Hudson from the West Shore Unitarian Universalist Church of Cleveland, Ohio.
Evan Charles LaFerrier from Murray Unitarian Universalist Church of Attleboro, Massachusetts.
Sandy Greenberg, First Unitarian Church of Providence, Rhode Island.
Ukiah Del Calo from the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Newark, Delaware.
Megan Bonson from the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Newark.
Maggie Burns from South Valley Unitarian Universalist Society in Salt Lake, Utah.
Hi, I'm Lillian Anderson from South Valley Unitarian Universalist Society of Salt Lake, Utah.
Rosemary Bell from the First Unitarian Church of San Jose.
Benji Janopol, I'm from the Woodinville and Edmonds UUC in Washington State.
Holly Norman, I'm from University Unitarian Church in Seattle, Washington.
And I'm Colin Lucan from Morristown Unitarian Universalist Fellowship.
John Newhall from the First Church in Salem Unitarian Universalist, Salem, Massachusetts.
Those young adults who just bridged, if you want to remain rising in body or spirit, we're going to celebrate you. We're going to charge you up. We're going to bless you. Welcome to this side of the bridge, beloveds. Take a moment. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Yeah. And now I invite you to repeat after me. We are the revolution. Yes. true story. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your body. Each word matters. We, a revolutionary pronoun if there ever was one. You are not the revolution. I'm not the revolution. They are not the revolution. Turns out, beloveds, we are the revolution. There is this deeply ingrained American mythos about the rugged individual hero. That is a counter-revolutionary myth. It plays an important part in maintaining the status quo, that dominant oppressive culture. It's time for a new story to value as a people of faith. I call us to begin to cultivate the mythos of we, a courageous, creative collective. And we are called to the revolution. Our faith calls us. It is the power of collectivity that gives life to the revolution. Lean into relationship, friends. Organize with like-hearted, not always like-minded, but like-hearted souls. Devote time to each other and to anyone you think of as other. The deeper our connections, the more powerful our collective welcome table. We are present tense, already happening. We aren't just dreaming about the revolution. Today is the day we decolonize our souls, reclaim our humanity, value the miracle of life on earth. Tomorrow too, yes, and hopefully yesterday, but most especially today. Tag, we are it, friends. Our time is now. We are the, or the, depends on where you grow up, definite article. We have an essential clarity as a collective people of faith that the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. There are few definites in this faith without certainty. You may want to treasure that particular definite article, the. We are the revolution. Revolution, a radical and pervasive change in society and social structures. Revolution, the demand for evolution. 50 years ago, people marched across a bridge in Alabama to bring about a radical and pervasive change in social structures. Earlier this year, hundreds of Unitarian Universalists, thank you, Living Legacy Project. Thank you, thank you. Right, yeah. Joined thousands of people from around the world to cross the Edmund Pettus Bridge, commemorating not only the sacrifice of those who died on Bloody Sunday 50 years ago, but also celebrating that courage and that commitment of everyone who was a part of the civil rights movement. Everyone, friends, not just the martyrs, not just the headliners, everyone. It's that we. While driving through the back roads that connect Birmingham to Selma, Alabama, did anyone do that? Was that along a winding road? I was with a sister organizer from New Orleans. We were on our way to the march, and suddenly we realized that what we were so casually doing, a white woman and a black woman riding together in a car, was revolutionary. 50 years ago, it could have been, in fact, was fatal. Every bridge we cross brings us closer to what is possible. Every welcome table we create transforms our lives and this world, because we are the revolution. We, as a people of faith, we are answering that ongoing call to revolution. We're committed to work together, I'll say it, radically and pervasively, to change society and those social structures that oppress us, that oppress beloved community and our living planet. I offer gratitude to the wisdom of the prophet Micah when I ask you, And you, what does your faith require of you? But that you do justly and love mercy and journey humbly with that which you hold most sacred. It's revolutionary. Friends, the movement builds. It builds within our lives, our relationships, our creative resistance, our faithful commitment to be the revolution, to make the radical and pervasive changes to our own worldviews, our own hearts and minds, our own families, congregations, institutions, all those systems, because we are the revolution. I charge you as a collective of revolutionary, faithful beings, to remember this and to hold on to one another. Beloveds, do not despair. Do not despair because you are not alone. We are all in this together for the long haul. We create the welcome table for each other. Trust. Trust that there is a love beyond measure holding you. You are loved. We are all loved, and you are loved. Right? Lift each other up. Call each other in instead of calling each other out. Celebrate religiously. Joy is essential for the revolution. And grieve. Mourn what must be mourned. Sharon Welch tells us there is critical moral strength to be found in the courage and humor of a community that continues to learn, to love, to acknowledge our capacity to harm, and from that acknowledgement, to find together the balm for the journey, presence and witness to the struggles and joys of life. May you be blessed. Blessed with this moral courage, blessed with a holy curiosity, a wide compassion, a deep integrity, and a sustaining sense of humor. Keep the faith, friends. Stay together. Turn towards one another. Keep moving as a collective. Every bridge we cross brings us closer to what's possible. Every welcome table we create transforms our lives and our world. We are the revolution. Blessed be.
Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Can you sing that with me? Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, watching the world wake up from history. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, watching the world wake up from history. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, watching the world wake up from history. You guys want to stand? Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is
As we change, growing, and evolving, we are present in our community, present to lift each other up and to support the flames within us all. We are the revolution that needs community. We need everyone's experience and everyone's strength. We need everyone's voice and everyone's presence. We need everyone's sorrow and everyone's pain so we can grow and so we can love more unconditionally. Through the love of each other, the love of community, and the love of ourselves, we are the revolution. By building new opportunities for change, for growth, and for progression, we are the revolution. We are the revolution. We are the revolution.
Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, there is no other place I'd rather be. Right here, right now, watching the world wake up from history.